All right, guys, Road, the Black Sales Guy here, and today we're getting real about something that might make you a little uncomfortable, and that is mistakes that you may be making in your sales process that you probably don't even realize. Look, we all make mistakes. We're human. Now, the difference from what I've seen between average salespeople and top performers isn't that top performers never make mistakes. It's that they recognize and fix those mistakes. So let's dive right into 5 critical mistakes that might be costing you sales and possible commissions right now. So let's start off with a big one that I see, and that's you're not really listening to your prospect. Now, sure, your prospect is talking and you're nodding along like one of those little dashboard bobbleheads. But if we're honest, a lot of times what I've seen is salespeople, you're just waiting for your turn to speak. Now, here's what's happening in your head during those conversations from what I've seen. They're talking about their challenges and you're already thinking about your solution. You're planning what you're going to say next and you're missing very crucial information in the process. Now, this isn't just a small mistake. It's possibly costing you real money and real deals. When you're focused on your next response instead of their current words, you miss the subtle hints and like the underlying concerns, and most importantly, the golden opportunities to actually connect with the prospect. So I recommend you avoid doing that. The second mistake that I see is assuming your prospects fully understand their own problems. Now, here's a possible truth bomb for you. Most people only understand the symptoms of their problems, but not the actual root cause. So when a prospect gives you a vague answer like, we need better efficiency, or we want to increase sales, and you just accept that at face value, you're doing both yourself and your prospect a disservice. Now, what I'd recommend you do instead is ask follow-up questions that get them to clarify what they mean, get specific examples, and dig into the impact of those examples and help them quantify the cost of their problem. Because remember, your job isn't just to sell, in my opinion, it's to help your prospect really understand the true depth and impact of their challenges. Because when they truly understand their problem, your solution has the opportunity to become so much more valuable. Now, this one might hurt a little. A lot of salespeople, when I'm reviewing calls, what I see is you're suffering from a condition that I call happy ears. And what that means is you're only hearing what you want to hear and ignoring all those red flags waving right in front of you. Now, a lot of salespeople are addicted to hopium, that very dangerous sales drug where you hope everything works out instead of truly addressing concerns head on. You hear your prospect say things like, this looks interesting, or I'll think about it, or maybe in the future. And oftentimes you translate that in your head to, they're definitely going to buy. What I'd recommend is stop it. Hope is not a sales strategy. When you hear these phrases, that's your cue to dig deeper, not to start counting your commission. Because here's a theory, that commission will never come. Now, this one's simple but crucial. You're talking way too much. Now, the discovery phase isn't your TED Talk about how amazing your product is. It's about understanding your prospect's true situation. Now, remember this ratio. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Use them proportionately. Your job in discovery is to ask quality questions, listen to the answers, guide the conversation, but not dominate it. If you're doing most of the talking, in my opinion, you're doing yourself and the prospect a disservice. Now, the final mistake is not tracking your sales data. You wouldn't try to drive across country without a GPS, right? So why are you trying to hit your sales target without tracking your metrics? You need to know your conversion rates at each stage, what your average deal size is, what your average sales cycle length is, the number of touches you need to convert. And what I'd recommend is throwing in like what's your average cash collection rate, right? Because without this data, you're just guessing. And in my opinion, guessing is not a strategy any more than hope is. So there you have it. 5 mistakes that might be hurting your sales game right now. And the good news is now that you know about them, if you are doing them, you can fix them. So let's do a quick recap. 1, actually listen to your prospects. 2, dig deeper than service level answers. 3, ditch the happy ears. 4, talk less, listen more. And 5, track your data. Now, if this video helped you identify some areas for improvement in your own sales process, I would ask that you please do me a favor and hit that like button. And if you feel compelled to, please subscribe. We'll have more real talk about sales and how to make more sales. And please drop a comment below and let me know which of these mistakes hit home for you. And trust me, we've all been there. I'm still making mistakes, but the beauty in it is we get to review and correct them. So this is the sales black guy, the black sales guy, reminding you that awareness is the first step to improvement. Keep selling with integrity, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk soon.